Yesterday we talked about Redux in brief. Today we are going to look at the core concept of Redux. Basically, Redux has four main parts: action, state, reducer, and store. We will understand all of these in a little while. Let us understand the first part, that is store. According to the principle of Redux, there must be single source of truth. Redux helps to create universal apps. We talked about the state of the application in the last video. So, the state of the application is stored in one object tree called the store. Store is nothing but a JavaScript object. For example, we have defined a const initial state, that is our current state, which has items and has error. There are two attributes inside our initial state. So if we want to change this state, we cannot change it directly. Changing the state in Redux is only done through actions. Now let us understand what is action. In simple words, you can understand that store is like a shopping mall where you go to buy your products. There you ask the salesperson to show you the products you want. You directly do not go and start searching the store. So that is action. So whatever piece of code we write inside our application will not change the state. To change the state, we need to dispatch an action. Action is a plain object which describes the intention to cause the change with a type property. An object that describes the intention to cause the change with a type property is action. So, however you want to cause the change, you have to dispatch an action. An action has the following syntax. It returns a type. The type property tells us what is the intention to cause the change. For example, we want this type to be item required inside our cart. So, action can be me telling the salesperson to give me a pack of chips. Actions are the only source of information for the store. Moving on to the next part, that is reducer. So action and state are held together by a function called reducer. Reducer is nothing but it is a pure JavaScript function, and an action is dispatched with an intention to cause the change. This change is performed by the reducer. So after giving me one bag of chips, the salesman will now subtract 1 from the total number of bag of chips in the mall. That is, the main function is performed by the salesman. I only initiated the action of asking the bag of chips. Now rest of the work will be done by the salesperson, who is the reducer in our case. Reducer is going to handle the action. Reducers take action and previous state as input, and they return the next state. Also, they return a new state, that is, they do not overwrite the previous state. The reducer checks the action type and then works on the new state. And I'm mentioning again that the older state is not mutated. It returns a new one because we discussed it in the last video that Redux maintains the data. Let us understand this again using our picture. So everything is stored inside the UI and we are subscribed by the store for each and every data that we require, as all the states is stored inside the store. So the store is subscribed to the main UI. Now we dispatch an action. This action now contacts the reducer to be performed, which updates the store, and again the store subscribes the UI with the new state. And this is the basic concept of Redux. We will look into working of Redux in our project in the later videos, so don't worry about that. So that's it for today's video. See you.